Hello and welcome to Baking on a Budget. Now this time what we've got is this beautiful simple chocolate eclair recipe. Yes, this is how to make your own chocolate eclairs at home. I have everything that we're going to need to make them over here, and as usual I'm going to run through, tell you exactly the quantities of this and how much it all costs. To begin with, we have 75 grams of plain flour, that's about 4 pence. We've got 2 eggs at 28 pence. We've got 75 ml of water, which we can't really cost. We've got 100 grams of chocolate at 65 pence. We've got 2 tablespoons of icing sugar at 7 pence. We've got 300 ml of double cream at £1.15. We've got 60 grams of butter at 45 pence. And we've got 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract at 12 pence. So we're going to get 6 of these beautiful chocolate eclairs out of this. The whole recipe cost is £2.76. And that means each one of these wonderful, simple to make, beautiful homemade chocolate eclairs is only 46 pence. So let's get on with it. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do here is start on this wonderful light choux pastry. And for that we want the water in this pan, and we also want the butter in the pan. And what we're going to do is get that on the hob and let the butter melt. So I'm going to put this over the heat here on the hob, and we'll just want that butter to melt into the water. And I'll come back when it's done that. Okay, and as you can see, a couple of minutes later, the butter has melted into the water, and to that, I'm going to turn the heat off at this point, and I'm going to add this flour. Looking good. Now we just want to stir this up, and the thing with choux pastry, it's all about the consistency of this mixture, really. And if this is a little bit wet, we can always add just a little sprinkle more flour. What we want ideally is for this to, you see how that's come together already? I'm going to put maybe another pinch of flour in that. Then we're going to turn the heat back on and keep stirring it like this until we achieve the right consistency, which I'll show you once we get there. Right, just a little sprinkling of flour in there. That just seemed a little wet to me, so I just want that to come together into like a dough. And bring the heat back on. Just a little bit of heat. Again, we don't want a lot. Right, I'm saying that's about it there. This is, how can I tell you the consistency of this? It's a bit like peas pudding, you know? It's that sort of consistency. It's a little, it will run off the spoon, like so. But it's very clumpy and sort of held itself together. I'm going to say that's okay, and what I'm going to do is let this cool for a moment, and then we're going to add the eggs to it. Okay, so this is now cooled, and what we're going to do with that is put it into this bowl. There it is. Very good. Now there's a couple of ways we can do this next stage. First of all, I have the eggs here already beaten. 2 eggs. Probably won't use all of them, but we'll see. You could do this in a stand mixer. You could do it with a whisk. I'm going to use this fairly stiff fork to do it. And what I'm going to do is just add this egg a little at a time. There may still be some heat or warmth in this dough, and what we want is first of all for it not to cook, and then we want to get it to the right sort of consistency so that we can pipe it, but it would still stay fairly firm. Right, that obviously still needs a little bit more egg, so put a little bit more egg in there. And what we want here is a really silky sort of dough, but as I say, not too soft and runny, or the eclair cases could very well collapse. But that's come together there nicely. A little bit more of the egg. And it would be the same if you're doing this in a stand mixer. Just add a little at a time, keep checking the consistency of it, make sure it's good. Now that consistency is there, it's hanging a bit, you see, it is falling off the fork, maybe not as quickly as I would like it, so I will put the rest of this egg in, and that should do it. Right, so with that it was indeed the 2 eggs. But as I say, keep an eye on it as you're going. We don't want it too runny, and on the other hand we don't want it too stiff. But I'm saying this, by the time that's combined, is going to be fine. Let me get a spatula and just clean this bowl. Do you see that consistency there? It's going to fall off the spoon. It's slowly coming down there, but it's not too soft that it's going to collapse when it comes out of the piping bag, and that's exactly what we're looking for. Okay, this is about ready to go. So what I have here is just a reusable piping bag. Obviously, if you have a piping bag with the separate nozzles on, you want a nozzle about a centimetre, a little bit more than a centimetre, about half an inch, something like that, to pipe these out. So, first thing we want to do is get this mixture into the piping bag, which is always a little bit tricky, but we'll do our best. Push that down in there, like that. And the job here is just to spoon all of this mixture into the bag. And as I say, this recipe should give you 6 Eclair cases, and you want to make each one of them about 5-6 inches long, something like that, and that will make a delicious Eclair. Right, that being that, now what I'm going to do is just get rid of the bowl. I'll get the baking sheets and then we'll start piping this. So here I have a baking tray. I put a little bit of lard on, then covered it with this greaseproof paper. What I'm going to do is get 3 on each of these baking trays. You don't want to get these packed too close together. They will expand, and we just want to have them nice and separated whilst they're in the oven. Now, as I was saying, the cutting of this wants to be, for me, I'm going to say about there. That will do it. Now, we want to pipe that out. Like so. That's them. Get the next one. Right, there's a touch over there. You'll probably get 7 out of that if you really tried, but I'm happy with these 6, so these are going in the oven. Now these are going in a hot oven. The oven is set at about 200 degrees, and they're going to stay in there for about 15 to 20 minutes, and then we'll come back and see what they look like. What we can be getting on with is making the filling for these. Now in this bowl I'm going to I'll put a little bit much there, but I think that'll be okay. That is 250 ml of double cream, and to that I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of icing sugar and a teaspoon of this vanilla extract, and that's going to make an absolutely beautiful cream filling for these. I think this is called a chantilly cream, is it? Please correct me if I'm wrong. And I'm just going to beat this together until it's fairly solid, but not too solid, because again we want to pipe this inside the Eclair cases. So that is probably about it for the cream. Just show you that consistency. You see it's fairly stiff, but it's not too stiff to get through the piping bag, and it's delicious. And to make the chocolate topping for this, or the ganache is it called? A ganache, something like that. I think the other one's a Hindu god, isn't it? We're going to boil this cream. We're going to get it up to temperature and boil it, and then we're going to add it to the chocolate, which will break up a little bit, and we want all that to melt and mix together. It's now boiling. Don't want to boil over, just want it nice and hot. Right, and the idea with this boiling cream, I've broken all the chocolate up into small pieces there. I'm going to pour the cream over it. This will melt, and as it melts we just want to stir that together, and this is going to make an absolutely beautiful chocolate topping for these eclairs. I've used quite an expensive chocolate here, by the way. A saving on this would be you could get a less expensive chocolate, and that would cut the price down a little. But that, I'm saying, is nearly there. I just want all those little lumps to melt. And next we will let this cool a little. We've got the cream in the fridge awaiting, and we're just waiting for those Eclair cases to bake properly, and then we'll whip them out the oven. Right, now about 20 minutes later, look at them. Let me show you these. Don't they look absolutely beautiful? These are going to be one fantastic chocolate Eclair, I tell you. But there's something we need to do with it at this point. and that is we need to get them on a cooling rack and they need to cool down. They are very light but crisp, you know, crisp on top, light, fluffy in the middle, spot on. Right, so I'm going to give them about 10 minutes, maybe a little bit more, until they're nice and cool, and then we'll look at finishing these off, get the cream in them, get the chocolate on, and most importantly, have a taste. Okay, our pastry cases have cooled entirely at this point, and what I'm going to do is make a small V-shaped incision in each one of them at the top. This is the top of it, and this is for the piping of the cream. Now again, a couple of ways you can do this, few ways you can do it. You could indeed slice the eclair and just fill it up with a spoon if you wanted to do that. You could put a hole here and use one of those syringe type piping implements to do that. But I'm going to go for this method. I think this is going to work out just fine. So a couple of holes in each one like that, and then we'll get the cream. I haven't prepped them. What we now have is I have this other piping bag, which has got a nozzle on, fairly small nozzle, just to be able to get it through. I'll show you this. We just want to be able to get that through those holes like that. Yeah. And then we're going to fill this up with cream. Might need to reload this on the way. We shall see. So, cream in there. So the idea is, put that in there, squirt the cream in. Now you can feel the weight of that changing in your hand. And when we've got an ample quantity of cream in, we'll say that's it. Right, I'm just going to do the rest of these, exactly the same procedure. Cream is dripping out. And there we are. That just starts coming back on itself a little once it's full. So, same for all of these, and then we are on to the next stage of this. And with them filled, next thing we want to do, I'm going to get some of this chocolate frosting onto the plate, like this. And now we're going to take our chocolate eclair and just rub it back and forwards a bit in there. Then we'll take a knife and just smooth that over. Now, when these are all done, I'm going to put them back in the fridge and let this chocolate just set a little bit, and then we shall taste one of these. And I cannot wait. Okay, there we have 6 absolutely beautiful, freshly made chocolate eclairs. These are going to sit in the fridge for about half hour, maybe an hour. And then we're going to cut into this and we're going to taste it. Okay, look at this. This is an absolutely beautiful looking homemade chocolate eclair. This cream is going to be fantastic. Beautiful chocolate topping. That's now set a little bit after being in the fridge. And I'm going to take a slice off this and show you in detail. Look at that. Those pastry cases have turned out really well, and wow, that is one marvellous chocolate eclair. That is absolutely scrumptious. And on a beautiful sunny day like this, what is better than a fresh chocolate eclair? Not much. And as I say, out of that recipe, I got 6 of these eclairs. 6 beautiful chocolate eclairs. If you're having an afternoon tea, include one of these. As I say, the pastry is crisp but light, and that whole high quality homemade chocolate eclair, 46 pence. 46 pence. That is marvellous. If you get the opportunity, do give these a go. You will definitely not be disappointed with this recipe. Just a few things to be careful of. You've got to be careful of making the dough for this, the pastry. It has to be the right sort of consistency, but we saw that earlier in the video. Doesn't want to be too runny, doesn't want to be too stiff. Do it that way and they will turn out like this. Now, can I say as ever, if you've enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you would like to see more really delicious recipes like this in the future, always very inexpensive, always very simple to make, and always absolutely delicious, please do consider subscribing to the channel. In the meantime, I'm going to finish the rest of this chocolate eclair, and it's not going to take me long, and I thank you very much for watching.